Hello guys, Matt Lemke here with 3Gamer Goggles, gamer-goggles.com, and today we have another box breaking for you. This one is Empires of the Void from Red Raven Games. And this game weighs a ton, so I'm kind of curious to see what is inside. I mean, this is probably 10 pounds or more. It's a game by Ryan Lacaut, or Lacaut, Lau, yeah, Laucat. I'll go with Laucat. Never know, depending on nationality. Holy, massive rulebook. That is awesome. Let's see how intimidating it is. There's a lot of text in this book. It goes over all the components right away. Setup is 2 pages long, 3 pages long, 4 pages long, and then they go into learning the game, which is a good bit of, there's actually quite a bit of pictures. It just looked like there was a lot of text at first. So it's not really that intimidating. There's a lot of diagrams. Learning the game, let's see here. Are there, oh, there's a big glossary too, so that's good. Games that have glossaries are good. So from page 26 on to, well, that's 30. About 32 is a glossary, and then you have an abilities and cards section, so that's kind of like a glossary as well, right? And then you have the credits and a scenario and a couple of different variants to play the game, and an index on the back page along with references for the tokens and the game round, which is always helpful. So, where am I going to put everything here? I'm going to set this over here. Pardon my squeaking chair as I make lots and lots of noise, and maybe you can see my head once in a while. I'm going to say that these are the different player boards. We're going to zoom in a little bit on these so you can see them a little bit better. So on the one side, I'm going to say you have the race, Nomads of the Earth, different stages or abilities of things that you can do with the different markers, the different technologies that you have, and or, yeah, those are all like different types of technologies. And this is battering and scavenging bots, so that has to do probably with combat and maybe resource manipulation. On the back, you have a list of the race's different technologies, how they score, and how they end movement. And then we have, this one is Oracles of the Sun. So if we do a real quick comparison here, just on some of the initial abilities, you have Ignore Hazards, keep both Empire cards, and then the Nomads have World Ship Move, +1 VP for Delivery, and then they have +1 VP for Defender. And you can see there's different abilities. So they have Cloaking 2, Cloaking 1, or I'm sorry, Warbots 1. So those are actually identical there. They both have, this one has Medusa Drive for the World Ship plus Movement and Linguistics of 4. So the Nomads clearly get around a little bit more. They might be a little bit more diplomatic. Interesting. I like that art right there. But I think that maybe the Legions of Decima could very well be the coolest looking race so far. And then we have the Parasites of Sreech and 7th Academy of Eeg. Or, yeah, I'm going to go with Eeg. So those are the different player races. Currently, I should say. There is a lot. Whoa, that's the game board. Well, let's try and take a look at the game board first. Game board is massive. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I don't know how many, I mean, let's put this in perspective. That's my thumb. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections to this board. And it unfolds many, many ways. So, you have a turn tracker across. Here, we'll do it that way. Actually, maybe I can get more of it on screen here. We'll do that real quick. And we'll open that up. So that's a good bit of the board. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit without seeing some of the other garbage that's on my table. You see over here, you have move, attack, research, build, card and action, diplomacies, recruits, and scavenge. And then you have like it's either a turn counter or a score counter along that would be the right-hand side of the board. These are clearly the places for different planets, which we'll get to in a second. And let's see, do I fold over? Nope, I'm going to flip the board around so you can see the other side, which without, and maybe it scales with number of players, but you can see that the board is fairly large. It's, do I have a tape measure here? No, but these are all like 8.5 by 11, so it's probably 25 inches by 22 inches-ish. Good sized board. If I can figure out how to fold it all back up, I will. Put a lot of thought into the board. It folds a lot better than a map, for those of us that still know how to use them. Holy pieces. Alright, we're going to look at the punch-out tokens first. So, we have the different planets. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can get a good look at these. So we have Amrak is one of the planets. Let's see here. Has different abilities with it. Then you have different types of creatures, or let's see, that's a ship, probably for the parasite race. You got like these Ekran foragers. You have Measle. The Mazrans have an evolved immunity to toxic atmosphere. Wow, kind of cool race. Then we have Tanfu. We have Sentina. We have Korzar. We have Tanluk. Actually, I forgot to take a look at some of the tokens in the art so you can get a good look at some of the cooler components. But these are actually not even among the coolest of the components because there's a whole bunch of pieces and dice and stuff in the box yet. This is actually a real, like I said, it's a heavy game. It weighs over 10 pounds. So here's another sloop. These are, what were those? I don't remember what those were. But they kind of look like they'd be really cool asteroids or crystal. Then we have Silest, which is a ally. The allies build +1 building on their region here. And then we have an ally place of new goods on any track. So far, I'm pretty impressed with the quality of the pieces, and they actually did a good layout here. There's not a lot of waste. So here's another sloop. And there's a Korlozan, or Zan, and this planet is Valka 7. And then we have different race pieces here across the top. Cities or fortresses. I won't know until I get into the rules a little bit more. We have different regencies, different counters for numbers, different unit abilities punch out. We have a wormhole here. Ooh, wormhole. That can be fun. Hidden city. Some pretty cool stuff. Neat ideas already formulating. I can see a lot of different possibilities of what they're doing here. Another unit abilities card. More races across the top. Wormholes repeat. Here's a space station. Was there a space station on the other one? You know what I didn't do? I didn't see if they were double-sided. They are double-sided, and they tell you exactly what they are on the other side. So that's even better, right? Anything to help you learn. We have a star or slaver ship here. We have a transmitter satellite. We have academies, lots of academies, so that must be important. Different races again, warbots. Oh, there's on the back side of the unit abilities, there's the steps for battle. That's pretty cool too. Now we're going to get into the pieces, which is probably what a lot of you people want. So they give you plenty of Ziploc bags for all the punch-outs. There's cards too. Alright. Get all these out of the box real quick. Ooh. I'm not going to open these up. These are just different colored cubes. I'm going to dump them out though right now. We have green, blue, red, purple, and yellow. We have, those are cool. I don't know what they are. I mean, I know what they are. They're acrylic, I want to call them pillars, but I mean, they're just acrylic rods basically that are colored. And the colors are really cool. I can think of several different uses for these, not just within a board game. But then one of the cooler things I saw is you got these little different spaceships. Yeah, I did put that on the wrong base, but you know, I just wanted to stand it up. See how good their stands are. So that one doesn't really fit so well, but we can fix that. I'm a hobby guy. Maybe it goes the other way. But anyway, so you have this armadillo creaturey looking insecty ship. You have, well, the ship that looks like a ship. You have the ship that looks like it's part of a building. I mean, kind of, right? It looks like all the different cubes and stuff, it's spaced out. I mean, I see the isometrics of it and stuff. It's kind of neat. I see it reflects a race. I see this one too. This reflects, you know, it's got its own character and stuff, as well as the other one. I definitely see how it could. Oops. I definitely see how it could be a ship. Sorry, guys. And we have this one that is kind of camouflaged. Kind of looks like stone and stuff like that. So this actually kind of goes in here like this, probably. There you go. On its base. Slide those all aside. You get all the different dice, which we got to do the famous True Gamer Goggles dice roll. I have scissors right here. Why am I wasting my time? Alright, so we're going to roll the dice here real quick. That's, oh, here, let's bring that together on screen. Zoom out just a hair so you can see how well I did. I did okay. I mean, 4 6s, a 5, and a bunch of 4s. I did slightly better than average. One more time. I did not do above average that time. Okay, freeze the charm. 4 6s again, 2 5s, 1 4, a bunch of 3s, and a 2. I'm happy with these dice. I might have found the new D&D character creation dice. And more little pieces. There's a lot of stuff here. What are these? Oh, these are more of these guys, but in different cool colors. Except, wait, no, they're hexagonal. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to open all those up. It's just a bunch of pieces for some kind of marking. Put the big bag away. Put the little pillar away. Take a look at these cards real quick. Maybe. I always hate opening cards on camera because I struggle with it. That's 2 size cards. Let's see, actually there's 2 different sizes of cards, but there's clearly different types of cards too. So, I'll slide that over there real quick, and we will zoom in. This is Imperial Control at least 3 inhabited planet surfaces or regions. I bet these are, in fact, I'd bet money on it. These are objectives. And I hope to play this, let's see, what is today? Shortly after Memorial Day. This video, actually, yeah, I hope to play this shortly after Memorial Day. This video will probably go up on Memorial Day, but I hope to play this in the next week or so. Trained, Unified. A lot of that depends on my Kickstarter that I'm running. If you guys want to go check it out, the link is in the comments below. Ooh, Entrenched. Control at least 2 planet regions that contain at least 2 of your units each. Impenetrable, Manufacturing. Okay, so I was wrong. They're not objectives because there must be ways to score. Play this card at the end of your turn to score. At this time, you may also pay 2 credits to draw 1 Empire card, and you may recruit 1 unit at a standard cost. So, these must be ways that you gain victory points, or whatever the equivalent of a victory point is in the game. So far, I'm very, very happy with it. There's colonization again, varied, different types of methods to score. I like games, and I'm gathering that this game. Let me back up and finish my statement. I like games that have multiple ways to win. I'm gathering that. Oh, come on. See what I mean? Cards hate my camera. I don't know what these gold tabs are for. I thought they were to help you. Maybe it's this side. I guess it matters the size you use. Ooh, I like the feel. Well, they're kind of like good playing card material, flexible. So we have Score, and then we have a Tribor, which puts an effect into the game. No influence can be placed on top of file this turn. So there's a lot of different strategies. Market Boom, Action. A Merchant Guild forms on Arzos. That's kind of cool. Delivery. Deep Funks. I am liking this. This game kind of seems like it's going to have some kind of political intrigue kind of feel to it. And for those of you that aren't aware, my box breakings are most of the time the first time I ever get to look at the game. And actually, one of the cool things about this is, first player card, is the art. Some of this art is really cool. I like the use of the colors they have, especially if I like the pollution. They've got that necrotic-y, that necrotic-y kind of green. The cards are kind of high and glossy. They use a good balance of the blues and whites. That's a nice asteroid. And as you can see, well, a lot of these cards are repeating. So we're going to move through here pretty quick. A lot of these do repeat. That was my son sneezing. Anyway, we're going to move on to the other side. Let's see if I can... Hey, look. Some card god lifted that up for me, or a card deity. And, we have a Prison Break. Any one player... Come on, let go of my hand. Any one player... Any player that moves out of the Silas loses 2 credits this turn. Interesting. Orbital Vagabond Station, Dimension Gate, Insectoid Attack. Lots of text on that one. Player places influence here. They may immediately build a building. So there's a lot of strategy with the cards. You know, there's good to that too, because it's going to make the game have a lot of replayability because you rely on, you know, the way the deck is shuffled. There's a lot of randomness to it and the different strategies you're going to end up with. Of course, I could be totally wrong, but hey. Mission, action. Here's a mission. Help some cyborgs raid a Centinian science facility. Trigger the attack. The region gain 1 influence on Corsar and 1 victory point. So they are called victory points. Interesting. Alright. Action. I like that picture. Cool picture. Ooh, but that might be cooler. blow through some of these actions here. Action: recruit some maroon spacers at a junk town. And there's a cost involved. Pretty slick. Okay, so inside Emperors of the Void 2, you get a lot of stuff. And I hope, like I said, I hope to play this in the next couple of days. And have the video up around the same time. You get all the little counter tokens, the squares, and the hexagons. You get the little ship pieces. All color coordinated, of course. I'm going to make sure that I lay them down the right way so I don't break them. Move these over. You get the cards that you need for your actions and victory points and strategic thinkings, like that. And I'm going to put these guys, those guys won't stand up there. There we go, like that. Just lay that guy down. Make sure nothing's sticking up. And we're going to start putting in, you get all the token pieces, the pop-outs, which is quite a bit. That's where most of the weight is, I'm sure. You get the game board. And, of course, you get the player boards, the book of rules, the rule book of rules, and token bags. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been a box breaking of Empires of the Void 2 from Red Raven Games. And I hope to be back very soon with a review on the gameplay. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.